Good morning, YouTube fam. Hope you guys are off to a good start of this week. It's actually day one. Eaten anything yet other than my Gauge Life collagen peptides and my coffee. Going back and forth from meeting to meeting, and I'm super excited to be here. So I'm just gonna wait a few moments for you guys to get the notification. And I have a story time. Hello, say what's up. Hey, Krista, what's up, babe? Teresa, hello, babe. The mom boss, hello, hello. So I wanted to talk to you guys and tell you guys a story. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if the audio is good. And please let me know. You are looking tiny, my friend. You are looking tiny. I see you in those photos, girl. You look tiny. Lily, hello. Hey, Suzette. What is up? So story time. And I wanted to talk to you guys about something I went through before I became Gauge Girl. And I think it's really going to encourage you guys. I want to talk to you guys about this whole through years ago, about things that I struggled with my weight loss. And so, hello, so story time. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Christine Haran. Give this live stream a thumbs up. I am a food scientist, I'm a chemical engineer, and I have a nutrition company where we customize nutrition programs to help people reach their health goals. So here's the thing, guys. Have any of you guys ever felt like you just can't lose weight? You feel like you are doing all things and it's just, anyone ever been in that boat where you're like, this isn't working. This isn't working and I don't know what to do. And it started for me in the early 2000s. I hit this point, you guys, where I convinced myself that if I did enough cardio that I would look awesome. So I finally crossed running a marathon off of my bucket list in 2006. It took me 9 months. It was the most time-consuming training plan I've ever done in my life. I was running 50 miles a week, and I told myself that if I did this, if I sucked it up, that I would look super fit. And the thing is, the more I ran, I got hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. And I felt entitled to eat because, like, here I am doing cardio for 2 hours a day and it wasn't working. So the thing is, like, for me, like, I was eating too much. And some of you guys know my story, some of you guys don't. And I didn't realize how much I was eating because, like, I felt so entitled to my food. And I was eating good food. I was eating quality ingredients. I wasn't eating like junk. But the thing is, I was in complete denial of how much food I was actually eating. Has anyone been in that boat? Have you ever just been in complete denial of how much food you're eating? You think, oh, I eat good. I was good today. Do you ever say that? I was good today. Or I eat clean. You know, like I do a good job. Like, because you're in denial. I was there, guys, and I know what it feels like. And the thing is, in my teens and 20s, I used to just be able to exercise more, right? I could just do my Tae Bo. I could do my Denise Austin. Who remembers Denise Austin? Love her, by the way. She's got such good energy. I used to, think I could just exercise more, and that worked as a teenager. That worked in the early 20s. But then by my mid-20s, that didn't work. I was like, what happened? And you guys, when that changed for me, Tae Bo, right? When that happened, like, I felt like a failure. I felt like a failure. I struggled with my weight. I struggled with my body image, and I just didn't know what to do. Like many of you guys, like sometimes you just get to a point where you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I felt like a failure. I felt like I needed some superhuman amount of willpower that I just didn't possess. I wasn't always Gauge Girl, you guys. I was not always Gauge Girl. I didn't possess the genes to just give me a naturally fit or thin figure. I was not, I struggled for a very long time, and I just got so sick and tired of feeling powerless. And the thing that really stressed me out was I said to myself, I said, why is it that I can crush my academic goals, I could crush my career goals, I could apply myself, I could achieve excellence in like every other area of my life, but when it came to my body, I felt like a failure. Does anyone like feel that way? Anyone feel that way ever? Um, like so many of us like think that you need just have a superhuman amount of willpower to get to where you want to be. I felt that way, guys, and it's one of the shittiest feelings to feel like you can't change. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. I'm an effing engineer, guys. So my job as an engineer, I apply science, I apply data to solving problems all the time, right? So why on earth could I not do it to my body? And I spent some time this past week really thinking about this, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I kept lab notebooks I documented every variable of every experiment, you guys. I had a 6 Sigma green belt from DuPont. I was an expert at statistical data analysis. Here's the problem, and this is what I found, and I wanted to share this profound truth with you. I had this moment where I was like, that's it. My problem was that I was so emotionally distraught. I was so frustrated. I didn't want to face the real problems, let alone quantify them. Let me repeat that. I was so emotionally distraught and frustrated, I didn't want to face the problems, let alone quantify them. I already felt like shit. I already felt like a failure. I already felt like I didn't have willpower in a day or two. So why the F would I want to sit around and quantify and measure something that makes me feel so bad? And that's why so many of us don't experience progress, though. Listen to me, like, hear me out. I'm making a point. We don't experience progress because if it can't be measured, it can't be improved. We step on a scale. We use this single data point to gauge our success or lack thereof. We're not measuring our energy expenditure. We're not measuring our food intake. We go through the motions of truly believing in our head that we are doing a better job, but we aren't basing that off of anything that's practically measurable. I can't tell you how many times somebody has told me that they think that they're eating better, they're doing better on eating clean-ish, but you're not measuring it. You're not measuring it. And feeling like you're eating cleaner does not necessarily mean you're eating less food, does not necessarily mean you are going to be in a caloric deficit. And the only way to address your issues with your body is to do this one thing, guys. Is if you really want to address the issues with your body, you have to take an eyes wide open approach. And you have to face the music. So I knew for me that if I didn't suck up my guilt, my pride, my shame, my embarrassment, my internal dialogue of negative self-talk, that I would never find a solution. So I want to repeat this, you guys. Think about this. How many of you guys go through these cycles of guilt and shame, and you're embarrassed? Like, you're embarrassed. You don't want to see what you're dealing with. You don't want to measure yourself. You don't want to know how much you weigh. You don't want to know, like, because it draws up feelings of negativity. It makes you feel shittier. That's why we don't want to do it. It makes you feel bad. We would rather, it makes us feel bad. But here's the thing, you guys. I knew for me that if I didn't suck up my guilt, suck up my pride, suck up that embarrassment, the intern, because I would say to myself, dear God, what did you do? How did you get here? You look gross. You look this, you look that. And then you'd feel even worse, and then you overeat. and that's not a solution. That's not a solution, my friend. So what I did, I put my engineer hat on. I said, all right, what data do I need to collect to address the issue? And I began to evaluate how many calories I was eating. I kept a food diary. This is way before the apps were popular. I wrote down what I ate. Macro apps weren't mainstream at this time. And, I wrote down everything I was eating. And the problem was, you guys, like, I was eating too much. I was eating too much. And I know that sounds like a very long-winded way to say I was eating too much, but we have to take a step where we can get out of our heads long enough. We have to pull ourselves out of the emotion and look at this objectively. And who struggles pulling themselves out of that emotional cloud? Does anyone just struggle with that, where you're like, that sounds great, I wish I could just look at it that way, but it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel bad. And the thing is, my friends, I'm saying to you, I'm saying this as a friend, I'm saying this as someone who wants to mentor you guys, I'm saying this as someone who wants to lead you guys. You cannot change your body until you face the music. You cannot and will not change your body until you're faced. It's got to be aggressive. That does not mean it needs to change overnight. It does not mean you need to starve yourself. It does not mean any of those things. It does mean, though, if it can't be measured, it can't be improved. You got to take an eyes wide open approach. Under the rug, procrastinating, you're never going to make any improvements. And that's the honest to goodness truth. When we don't look like, there's shame. We're embarrassed. We're like, man, did I really let myself go? Did I really? How am I here? How am I here? And we gotta get out of our heads. We gotta get out of our heads. We gotta get out of our heads, my friends. So what my plea to you guys today is to start documenting. Start documenting, because I can guarantee I can help you. I can help you. If I see the real situation, how much you're actually eating, and sometimes you don't need to convince me, you don't need to convince your nutritionist, you need to convince yourself. Because what you end up doing is you eat food out of comfort. And if you're eating food out of comfort, those comfort foods, yes, they will feed you, but they're not going to be the best choices to nourish you. They're not going to be the best choices to nourish you. And I want you guys to rethink the way you look at food. I want you guys to look at your body as a temple. I want you guys to exercise because it feels good to feel good. I want you to take care of your body because this is the only body you have. This is the only body you have. So guys, you have to have an awareness. Now, for some of you guys, that means you got some work to do. For some of you guys, you have some work to do. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. To any of my ladies here who has a torso measurement of 35 inches or higher, you are at an extremely high risk place for your health. You're at a very high risk place for your health of visceral fat. We have to do better, guys. And the thing is, you can't hate yourself into a better body. If you have a problem, if you've let yourself go, you gotta dial it in. You gotta dial it in. Imagine like trying to get somewhere you've never been before without a GPS, and you're just here in your car driving around aimless. Get on track and get on a plan and a roadmap for how to get there. Who in their right mind would drive an unfamiliar town, an unfamiliar part of the country, a place you've never been, and then just expect that you're gonna figure it out? Guys, I encourage you today to increase your awareness. Increase your awareness. The snacks, the licks, the bites, the this, the that, it adds up. It adds up, it adds up, it adds up. Questions. Questions. What questions can I answer for you guys? I said what I needed to say. But, you know, I think that, you know, when we get to that place where we're so emotionally distraught, we don't want to face it. And I get it, guys. I get it. I feel you. I was you. I am you. But I can't tell you how much better I feel knowing, hey, from the Philippines, como you can do something about it. You can do something about it. And I need you guys to stop the extremes. I need you guys to trust the science, trust the process. Now, if you need a plan, if you need a program, if you need a meal plan that's targeted for you, if you need a coach, we offer those. Can't seem to beat it. Sue's house. Eat fruit. How do you know if you're eating the right amount? You could make a request. Want to know like what plan you should be doing? Shoot me a DM over on Instagram. I'd be happy to help you. I would be happy to help you. Any other questions? So if any of you guys are doing the end of summer challenge, do I have any challenge peeps in here? Give me a thumbs up if you're doing the challenge. It's day 1. Anyone? This collagen help lose the weight. It will help you with your protein. If I only have 2 free hours a day, should I prioritize food preparation or exercise? Food. Food. Yay, I got my challenge peeps in here. Happy day 1, my friends. And if you're not in the challenge and you want to get on a program, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM, friends. And for those of you guys on the challenge, make sure you stock up on your Gauge Life nutrition supplements. You can order our supplements on gagelife.com. If you get your order in, actually today's order is already shipped, but if you get your order in now, it will ship tomorrow. So guys, I do change. My body didn't change until I started to be aware. I started to really face how much I was truly eating. Oh, Maria, that's awesome. Congratulations to you and your husband. What did I have for breakfast today? I did not eat. I did not eat yet. So I'm about to